Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to do this Olympiad question. As always, we start to guess the answer to find the range of x. If x is 1, or if x is 0, anyway, 0 minus 0 would be 0, or 1 minus 1 would be 0. So not enough. However, if x is 2, okay, 2 to the 8th power, 256 minus 2 to the power of 4, 16. It's going to be too large, 200 and something. So definitely x, the answer we're looking for, at least one of them, is between 1 and 2, and it's much closer to 1. So 1.1 could be the answer to the question, just by guessing it. Okay, now let's go and solve it. Here we have x to the 4th power, and x to the 8th power is 2 of these. Why? Because I could write this as x to the 4th power multiplied by x to the 4th power. Okay, so that's x to the 8th, right? And as you could see here, that all of these are the same. Because we don't want to repeat them, we just give them a new name, right? So I'll go with y. So the question will turn into if x to the 4th power is y, okay, very important. The equation will turn into y squared minus y equals 6. So from here, take your time and guess the answers. Like, will 1 work? No. 2 to the 2nd power. If y is 2, this would be 4 minus 2, not enough. How about 3? 3 would make this 9 minus, ooh. So you see, y equals 3 is one of the answers just by guessing. Can you figure out the other one? How about try the negative ones. Negative 1 squared minus this 2. How about negative 2? That's the answer too. Okay, so just by guessing, we found the 2 answers. But what if this equation, the answers were not this easy to find? They were not integers. Let's go do it the main way. So the first step is I'm going to take this to the left. Okay, so the equation becomes y squared minus y minus 6 equals 0. So the answer is, again, how do we find the answers? Because the answer, we will just want to write this equation as the product of 2 terms, right? So now these 2 terms, okay, when we multiply these 2, see, I'm going to write the circles. When we multiply these 2, it's supposed to be this number, negative 6. If we add these 2 numbers, if I plus these 2, it's supposed to be this number here is negative 1. So what are the 2 numbers, right? That when we multiply them, they create negative 6. I think a lot of you already know the answer, right? It's negative 3 and 2. So for that reason, I'm going to clean all of these. Okay. So the answer would be y. I said negative 3. This one will be positive 2 equals 0. Now, what numbers make this 0? This negative 2 will make this 0, which is this answer that we already know. And this is 3, which we already know is here. Okay. So the question is very easy now. So we knew that we had this y equals x to the 4th power. So from here, x to the 4th power equals 3. X to the 4th power equals -2. Okay. So the first one, it will give us the answer. It would be the 4th root of 3. That's one of the answers. However, pay attention to this one. See, this is negative. And here is an even number. So this equation will give us no real solutions. Why? Because it's saying this, we are multiplying one number 4 times. What is the number that we multiplied 4 times and is supposed to give -2? What is that number? So is it positive or negative? If that number is positive, 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 it wouldn't create this -2. Now, what happens if the number is negative? Negative multiplied negative, negative, negative. These two negatives will create a positive. These two will create a positive. So as you see, it's impossible to create this negative with 4 numbers. For that reason, there is no real answer. So there is imaginary answers, but no real answer. So this is the final one. Okay. This is the final answer to the question. Use your calculator. You will see that the answer is slightly larger than 1. This is enough for today, and I'll see you in my next video.